Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title The Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
With a good attitude.
Ready to make an
I had a good dream. Come on, Des. I'm gonna hear on some positive
Keep it good.
shit.
Let's go.
I'm gonna hear on some positive shit.
Go.
5, 4.
And my wife told me not to mess with you no more.
Thank you.
What's good? This is episode 157 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am your antisocial host, Studdy McFly, back again with, this is going to be different.
These people.
These two ladies and these two guys. Go ahead and state your names for the beautiful people out here. See, it's different.
It's a little different. I'm just straight out the way today.
Yeah?
What are you going to weigh of?
I'm just straight out the way, homie. That's the name. We're going to roll with it.
It's your boy Molito, man.
Molito.
That's what.
My name is Afton, better known as Ma'am.
Was it ma'am or miss? I think
We're going to get along
Ma'am.
just fine.
Ma'am, Miss.
This is going to be
the
entertaining.
following.
Very entertaining.
We're going to get along just fine.
And I'm your girl, Des the Diva.
How were your weeks?
I love the petty. We're going to be good friends. Now I remember your name.
All of a sudden.
Because now I have an interest.
There we go.
So now I remember your
Oh, it's about to be cracking.
Kev, your week?
Wonderful, man. New Orleans was, they don't owe me shit. It was a wonderful place.
And again, I just want to ask again, how many bees did you keep?
I mean, I got a lot. These titties is B cup.
You outside showing your titty nipples.
This ain't a one bead fucking flash. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So,
And how much trouble did you get in when your wife left?
none. She got stuck in that fucking cyber attack shit. So I was outside drinking on the street, just waiting on her to get home.
Sound like he was worried, but not worried.
I mean, it worked out that bars don't close, so that was nice. That was my excuse to be like, yeah, I was just staying up to you. You know, got where you had to go. Shot. But that was my week. It was wonderful.
Mine was just nothing spectacular. Just work, work and family stuff, and school shopping.
You woke up black?
I
Went to
wake
bed
up
black?
I woke up black every day.
Work black?
No, I work like white people. I don't do shit.
Oh, my God.
What's up, Nick?
I don't do shit.
And then did you say the nigga name at the job that don't be doing shit?
No.
I just said the name of one of the people in the office that watch.
Yeah, from the field to the house.
I really don't do shit. I just be there.
What do you do for a living?
I just drive.
You drive what?
Sound like Vin Diesel.
I do what he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just drive a quarter mile at a time.
Quarter mile at a time. Efforts for family.
I'm so discombobulated right
Why?
now, but
Why?
Afton is our special guest today, and I forgot to mention that because I was just trying to get this shit started because they just been rambling. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
Clips to come. This.
Yeah.
No.
It's Afton's turn. Go ahead, Afton. How was your week?
Yeah, we.
My week was solid. I'm very, very blessed. I work from home 4 days a week and only have to go to the office. I am like a social worker for developmentally delayed kids. I mean, I could be real bad and say I'm overworked and unpaid, but no one gives a shit about that.
No, you probably are.
But, well, I'm a social worker.
You definitely are.
I'm supposed to have 40 kids. I have 70.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I mentor new hires. And, a long
Did
list
you get
of stuff.
paid extra for the mentorship?
Absolutely. I will never do anything for free.
Okay. See, this is why.
Ever in life.
See, Des,
Don't be comparing me to a motherfucker, because you going to have me cuss you the fuck out.
you on thin ice. You on thin ice.
You going to have me cuss you the fuck out, nigga. I'll unhook right now, nigga. I do not care. One thing I don't give is a fuck. Nigga, I'll unhook right the fuck now. One thing I do not give is a fuck.
Working on my weekend like usual. I'm gonna just keep using Drake to just calm me down through this shit.
Thank you.
Hips on your hands.
My week was cool. Go ahead, McFly.
Oh damn. Wasn't expecting. Just
cool.
work. Just work. I just worked.
Yeah, I'm in hunter seat. I'm just cool. Go ahead, McFly. You said you worked. How was work?
Lord. It was fine. I just want to get into. Okay, let's just start.
Yeah, I like it.
So this is the battle of the sexes episode.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
That's bullshit.
Nah, we're in that battle. We
I'm
just
not a
see what-
fighter.
That
It's
is
just-
bullshit.
see what
It's
transpires.
just
I'm a
a
lover.
title, man.
It's
It's
just
just a
bullshit.
title.
How you just met me?
You're a fighter because you talk shit
All day.
That's I
I
talk
just met
shit with
you.
love.
with love.
Love.
That's
What's
like
first
saying,
question, McFly?
yeah.
All right. What are some common misconceptions men and women have about each other?
Well, first of all, men think they can talk to women however they want to, and we not gonna respond.
That part.
You don't think that's
No, I
vice
talk to you that way
versa
because I know
as
you're
well,
gonna. I want you to
Cleo?
respond. I get a kick out of it.
You don't
It's
think?
entertainment to me.
Okay, so you strange.
I don't talk to my wife like that.
Oh, I know. 'Cause she beat your ass.
I like that though. Yeah, McFly knows my record.
He's not lying. This is a man that likes to get stabbed, so he thinks it's a love language.
I can't.
Don't you being a little too dramatic with that.
No, I think he's right.
Yeah.
You're a fatal attraction type of nigga.
No, maybe a little bit. You know,
Can we
A
keep
lot of
her?
it.
maybe a little bit.
Magazines.
I think we should.
I love her.
Yeah. I mean, you want the nice.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'll ice skate around this bitch. Now what?
Have you've seen Frozen, correct? Sir, you've seen Frozen,
Too
right?
many times.
Okay. Here's the thing
Well,
about
not the whole.
But
Not
Hey,
the whole
let
thing.
my girl talk.
But here's the thing about her. Right now, when you say you on thin ice, she's Olaf skating, saying "What up,
Oh.
nigga?" Like
Period.
she gives no fucks.
Oh, okay.
So you saying that she's on thin ice is like saying, "Hey, let's go get coffee.
Period.
Let's move on."
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, on this side, what are some misconceptions women may have about men?
That they're
I'll,
nice men and they're assholes.
I just say that we can't read minds.
Neither can we.
You think that's
I
a
never said you
misconception?
did.
You're insinuating.
No, I didn't. We can't read minds. A lot of men can't take hits.
This is true.
Sir.
I'm sure. Oh, what
No,
the fuck
I'm
did
just
I do? I was like, what did I do? I was over here singing Drake. I guess that's the problem in Cali.
Come on, man. Come on, Kevin. You know.
I was just
like
with
the
you. I
energy
was
over
on
there.
that where she
I like
said
the
it's
energy.
like we could talk to, but I feel like women do the same shit. Like you act like women don't just talk to men and just we can't say shit.
We probably do.
No, you definitely do.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Kevin. We probably do.
That's why we gotta fight all the time.
Because you started.
That's-
You
no,
started.
I'll be
And then
playing
you
with
get
you.
mad when I be playing with you too. We just playing.
I never got mad at you.
We just
The
playing.
only person I ever got mad at we don't hear is Hunter.
Oh, Hunter.
Everybody else has all been low.
I
I
love
just be playing with
Hunter.
y'all.
I think a current misconception is all that dating list shit and all that stupid
That's
bullshit
just
that
dumb.
you gotta
That's dumb.
provide a certain level of, I don't even know what you would call it, to be able to date a woman. And it's like, what is this shit? You gotta be evenly yoked thing they got going on now. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
You talking about as far as like that list of what you gotta pay
Yeah,
for?
like,
type?
with the
Yeah,
type- it's like-
that's
Men
wild,
are
man.
doing that as well, though. Men are making lists of what they
And they dumb
what
too.
they require from a woman. And I honestly don't want to be equally yoked with somebody, so to speak. I want us both to bring something to the table that's different, so that I can learn from them and they can learn from me. I don't want this. If I'm not bad with finances. Let me say that now before you say something stupid. But if I'm bad with finances, I don't want a nigga that's equally as bad. I want you to be able to teach me how to get my money up, and I teach you how to do whatever it is I know how to do, and that's how we are able to flow.
But
Just to clarify, yoked is you're talking finances.
No, I'm just speaking in general because when they say equally yoked, they want someone that's kind of like neck and neck. But somebody gotta be above so we can pull up and we can keep going forward.
above and what though?
I
Like
see,
that's where
I
my
see,
thing gets
I see
confused.
equally yoked is different. I see equally yoked as being compatible, like being like compatible because it's very slim that you guys are gonna be great at the same thing. But like for instance, in my situation, like I do feel like we're equally yoked. We can do the same thing, but I recognize that there are things that she does way better than I do, right? So she's helped me out. in a lot of areas, and I've helped her out in a lot of areas. So we're equally yoked in compatibility.
I can respect that
You know
answer.
what I'm saying? So it's like we're different but the same. You know what I mean? Like,
I can respect that answer.
In every relationship, and this is just my opinion, there's someone that's going to have to step up to be strong when that person is weak, and vice versa.
Right.
There's never ever going to be a time where that's not going to be necessary.
Absolutely.
Because then it wouldn't work. Because if you got a bull and a bull, you're going to get bullshit. Because you have two people on that same shit.
Absolutely.
You have to have that equilibrium where it's balanced.
Well, that's why I say there's no such thing as 50-50, because you're always going to trade. You're always going to trade more.
I
than
agree
50.
with that too.
When I heard yoked, I was like, I
Not
in my
buff.
brain, yeah,
Not buff.
I took it that way.
That nigga said, "Wait a minute."
I said, times have changed.
Oh no.
Everybody got to be equally yoked. Okay,
Not buff.
I'm just making sure. So, how have gender roles and expectations changed over the past few decades for you?
Anybody can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I personally feel like a man wants a woman to work, but when she works and he works, then the expectation is you're still supposed to keep the house without help, which
And
is
the kids.
bullshit.
Oh, see?
And the kids.
And my biggest thing is I'm not sitting here saying that I can't come and work a 40-hour week and make dinner every day, but don't get pissed off at me if our kids are setting the shit on fire and you're not helping.
Exactly.
I work just as hard as you. And I feel like society says that women still need to carry the kids, the home front, work, fuck in the bedroom, do everything else. And the man's just supposed to be like, okay, it's cool. I'll do the minimum, but I'll still provide.
Exactly.
So, in my other venture with my wife, I said something similar to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said that you have a lot of men out here expecting king treatment, and they're not kings themselves.
Absolutely.
So you can't sit here and expect your wife to carry all this thing while working.
Yes.
So you can't have a woman and expect her to be traditional when you're not traditional. And I think that's a misconception a lot of men have. Like, it's not, if she going 50-50 on finances, my guy, you got to be 50-50 everywhere else.
Yes.
Like it got to be 50-50 across the board.
I agree.
Like, you can't come home and be like, no, I ain't do. No, nigga, she worked just as much as you work. And now, and 9 times out of 10, the woman is the primary parent, because kids just gravitate towards mom. That's just what happened. And it's like, so you gotta, as a man, you gotta step up and provide something else besides penis and finances.
Thank you.
Yes.
Clip that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please
I
clip
mean,
that.
We're all
But,
speaking
hold
from
on.
a place of maturity.
But I'll say that. I said
You
all
know
that
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that. I said all to say I don't do shit at home.
I just feel like we're all speaking from a different place.
Your wife doesn't work though, right?
No, she don't work.
Totally different dynamics.
Yes.
She has the opportunity to be able to do all those things.
And I don't want her to go back to work because I don't want to do shit.
Hey. Well,
At least he's honest.
at least he's honest, and at least he's providing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do shit.
Yeah, at least you provide for her that traditional lifestyle so that she's able to go ahead and do those
But
things.
we had that conversation. I told her I grew up in a traditional style lifestyle, so that's what I've always wanted. So that's what I'm used to.
Is that what the masses are doing? That's where I go.
What, the traditional?
Yeah, we're talking about from our place. Like, I get that. But, like, all that shit, like, from what I see with the misconception and all that from gender roles, is I see a lot of... It's weird how dudes want to, like, just stake claim to women, like, but go around, sleep around with everybody. But, like, you can't touch her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part right there. But then you have, on the other side, women playing that position. Where it's like, oh, I'm going to do all this.
Slow.
But I'm saying, like, that wasn't... It was more traditional at a certain point. But now it's almost like...
Are you talking about the second family? Grandpa had the second family?
Well, it's interesting, though, because, like, you know my dad. You've met my dad. You know my dad.
Yeah,
I mean, I know
I've
not
met him.
on, like, a private, personal level, but you guys have come across him at some point because we went to high school together.
Your dad stays suspending me.
I'm sorry about that.
We had a talk.
So we can talk about that in another podcast. We can talk about that. But going back to say, like, my dad was super traditional, even though my mom and dad got divorced, but they still, like, even though we were in separate households, you better listen to your mother, I'm gonna beat your ass. You gonna listen to me, or I'm gonna beat your ass type shit.
Yeah.
And so saying that to say, like, even though my parents were divorced, there was some form of tradition. Both parents worked. Both parents equally contributed. So quite naturally, that's what I bring to the table and I want for any relationship because I know everybody's here is married. I'm not. And so I've been married, but it's just crazy going through marriage because literally there's such an expectation set for the woman that it is crazy that, again, society is getting away from that expectation for men, period.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so crazy because so many people want to play house, but don't want to put in the work.
There's a different thing going on too,
she's
because
been fact.
there's a lot of women that want to have children without the man in the household.
Fuck
and
that.
I've seen that where they're like, we don't need. I have a friend who's like, is almost like a conspiracy with the mom and the baby's mom. Where like, we don't need a man in here. And it's like that. And he's like, no, I'm gonna be in my kid's life. We ain't together, but I want to be in their life. But there's a lot of women now that want that. They're like, I don't need the man. I don't want the man. I want to just have the kid. And like that to me is a change in how a lot of things have been. Like it wasn't like that before.
I
like,
think that's part of the because I feel like that whole independent woman shit was brainwashing to separate us. That whole drive that you don't need a man, you can get it by yourself, and it's like anyone knows like. I'm not a single parent, but I've had my child by myself for a couple of days. I'll say, ain't no way in hell I do this full time without wanting to kill somebody. Ain't no way in hell.
But at the same time, the whole independent woman thing has become a thing because men that are shitty men have forced the hand of the woman to be mom and dad.
We're not given a choice.
Yeah. Because shit has to get done. Shit has to get figured out. No matter if you can financially, emotionally, mentally do it, it has to get done.
For every one of you, there's 10 of those other men.
Correct.
We're not encountering.
You tell that to my wife.
And don't take this because I know me and you go back and forth, but we're not encountering a lot of you.
No.
Kevin's?
It's a rare.
Any of you.
A rarity.
Any of you. You all three are very rare finds. These men are exactly what she's describing. They rather us do everything and they do the bare minimum. We're not meeting men that want to put us in a traditional lifestyle. They want us to just already be traditional no matter what lifestyle they're providing. They want us to be their peace while they're providing chaos.
That part.
I can't speak to that.
We know you can't because you're a different type of man.
I can't speak to that.
And me and you roll. It's funny how that shit works.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? I've been 10 toes with I think it's with 23 years this year, so I can't say nothing.
Oh no, we 10 toes, but I'm like, hey, you can take the trash out, baby. It's cool.
My wife has not taken the trash out ever.
Hey, that's sweet
What?
of you. That's awesome.
But that's a you thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't want her to take out the trash.
Oh no, we made a deal.
Yeah, they got a deal.
So she don't take out trash. I don't clean. She don't take out trash. She don't check mail. She don't do nothing around nothing handy around the house, and I don't clean bathrooms.
I mean, if that works for you guys, it works.
It's the deal.
Y'all seem to be very aligned.
Yes.
Very, very aligned.
That's because she cussed me out all the time.
And I believe
But I like
that.
it, though.
And I believe that.
But I like it. It get me going. She start cussing me out. I'm like, I'll be trying not to laugh. She's like, I'm serious. I'm like, I know you serious, but I'm serious right now too about something else.
Well, any excuse to bend her over a balcony.
Look,
Every episode.
I almost booked the flight yesterday.
I believe you.
Because Southwest, they said $40 flying out of LAX. I said,
Nigga makes
What
me
the
very
fuck were you gonna do?
$40 flight.
Just to go
He was
somewhere?
finna fly to the balcony.
We was finna fly somewhere and be on the balcony.
Why didn't you
What'd I tell
just
you?
drive somewhere for much less?
Every episode.
The view was different in Times Square.
What's the next topic?
San
We're gonna
Diego.
be talking about balconies and bending over for the next 20 minutes.
In what areas do you think men and women still face unequal treatment or opportunities?
The workplace, glass ceiling effect still in full effect. A woman can only go so far in her career. Period.
Unless she acts like a man.
Well, my dad tells me every day I act like a nigga, and I've gone very far in my career
I'm
because
just saying,
I don't care.
That's just the truth of
You got
how
a
the
little nigga in
workforce
you.
is.
I like it though.
It's just the other day he was at the house. And he goes, let me tell you something. You were supposed to be born a boy. And no, I was not born a boy. I'm a female. But he was like, you act like a straight up nigga.
Yeah, you got a little nigga in you. I like it though. That's probably why we friends.
That's why. That's why.
It's the workforce.
Yeah.
Gotta act like
I
that.
definitely agree with you though. The workforce is definitely where.
Yeah, I've always seen that. My mom, shit, just watching her how she has to work, but she be busting her ass though. She got where she got, but I didn't learn anything until I was older, where she had to deal with the fear of fucking up, I guess, because she had a chance to be like CEO of where she was at, and she was like, I don't know, I froze, because it's like more is on me watching me than anybody else. And I was like, damn, I never even thought about it from that position. That's crazy.
Absolutely, because
Like,
a
that's
woman
crazy.
has to work 10 times as hard, and a black woman got to work 20 times as hard. It's even worse for us because we are black.
Even though people think I'm Mexican, it's fine. They be talking about habla español. No, bitch. I barely speak English.
I like her. She's funny. I like her.
Yeah.
You sound like Charles Barkley right
like
now.
it.
Stop.
I like her.
Hey, listen, brother.
I have an interesting question to ask. Can I
Uh-oh.
ask something off topic or just
Sure.
okay?
I'm scared.
And I definitely want to hear what you have to say. Do you think the quote unquote pretty girl privilege exists? Let me explain what it is. And I was told this before, so that's why I'm trying to get a feel for it.
I feel like it's a trap.
It's not a trap, it's a fact.
Trap.
So I will pop off and talk shit and say what the fuck I want to say when it's warranted. I don't just like go into the street and be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. No, I don't. We're too old for that shit. But if I feel strongly about something, I will literally be like, fuck you, eat a dick, go about your business, and not give a fuck. I don't care if I'm in my pajamas. I don't give a fuck if I'm in a 3-piece suit. I don't care if I'm in a dress. I will tell you the same shit no matter what the fuck I look like. So I was told that because of the fact that I am labeled a pretty girl, that people don't clap back and say anything. So I'm asking, do you guys feel that pretty girl privilege is a thing?
It goes both ways. It's a privilege both
Yeah.
ways
Yeah.
for girls and guys. If you are attractive enough, you will get away more. So
I agree.
Just off your
I
attractive.
think so. I definitely agree.
That's what we all. Yeah. If
And
you
I
a
think
dude
the
and
reason
you're
why I
ugly,
agree
you
is
just
because
weird.
I get a lot of people that give me slack because of my size.
Really?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
You got to really be like a fat bitch liver to kind of like not come sideways with me. But I do get a lot of people that give me a hard time because of my size.
I'll give you a hard time.
Wow.
Why do you do that?
There was.
You didn't hear the last part because of my.
They shouldn't do that though.
Well, people
No,
are
they shouldn't. But that's what
ignorant.
people do.
That's ignorance.
People do.
Yeah,
People underestimate who I am as a woman because of my size a lot.
It's like you be hitting some people in their mouth.
Society is.
You just start swinging.
You don't know
do
what
that.
I do outside this podcast. I
don't
might
do
be
that.
swinging.
Don't
Who
do
knows?
that. Because one day we're gonna be up there and we can't pay for the lawsuits.
Just keep them.
I don't feel the need to swing on somebody because of their perception of me. That's their business.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's
And
your
it doesn't
fault.
affect how I feel.
But yes, absolutely, that shit exists.
But yeah, it does exist.
100%.
Okay. I just was curious because when it was told to me, I was like, shut your fucking ass up. But I just was curious. I literally
Yeah.
told the dude who told me, I was like, you can shut the fuck up because I don't even.
I think my brother, my oldest brother, he's the prime example of pretty boy privilege. He got 17 baby. I can lost count. 17 baby mamas.
But that's stupid privilege.
I mean, they know about him, but you know, he got kids around the same age by same different women.
Oh hell.
Well, I love him though.
I've seen,
Was this at?
My brother,
this at work?
my brother in high school was a pretty.
Okay, because I'm not now. I'm asking, like, why did they tell you
work?
that?
At work?
No. Why did they tell you that?
So basically, what had happened is I was out with a group of friends, and there was a dude that was trying to hit on me and became ratchet about it.
Yeah.
And I don't have my nose up in the air sitting there saying, oh, I'm better than you. I don't fucking walk like that. But if I respectfully decline and you continue, it's
Yeah.
warranted.
That's-
And he
yeah.
continued. And so literally he was like, oh, you're beautiful. I was like, thank you. And then he was like, are you single? And even though I am, I was like, no, because I'm not trying to go there with you. And so he kept pressing and kept pressing. And I was like, my nigga, I fucking already told your ass. I'm taken. Like, sit the fuck down. And he just like looked at me and I was like, I'm trying not to be disrespectful and demean you, but it's warranted because you're not fucking listening. And so one of the friends that we were with, he had said, you got away with that because you have pretty girl privilege.
No. I hope he's watching because no, ma'am. That's different.
Right.
That's different because you were actually being pressed unwarranted. That's totally different. Although I still feel like the pretty girl privilege does exist, we as women have a completely different thing we have to deal with when telling men no because they become aggressive. You kind of got to be a little hard so that they don't harm you.
Right.
My question is, now I'm questioning because I didn't have the whole story. I don't see where the pretty girl privilege came in that one.
Different. That's a totally different circumstance.
And that's the thing.
That's not
what that is.
Well, and that's why I was asking, because I didn't see the correlation. And I'm not sitting there saying that there aren't some privileges that come along with how you look. I'm not saying that. I'd be a fucking idiot to not think that does exist.
Yeah.
But in general, like, people who know me. I don't fuck around. I will tell somebody to fuck off any day of the week and not even think twice. Not because I think I'm attractive, because I don't care. I have the old saying, and I'm sure all kids below the age of 10, I got this from a child that was 2. I was like, you can keep talking, but my ears are not listening because I don't give a fuck what you're saying.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah, no, that
instance
was not the pretty girl privilege. That was damn near you having to do what you have to do to make sure that you're safe. Because honestly, these men will follow you to your car. They'll try to fight you.
Well, that's what my problem was, that the fact they said that you got away with something.
Dead ass.
Like,
women have been beaten for rejecting men.
That part.
Yeah, some niggas can't take rejection.
So you kind of got to be a little tough sometimes when they're aggressive like that.
Right.
That's different.
Like, nah,
you did what you had to do, sister. So.
Yeah. And that's what it came down to. Like, I didn't wake up and be like, let me see how I can disrespect today. But I'm like, I'm not going to fucking sit here and be your pawn. You're not going to disrespect me after I fucking told you what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty girl privilege exists, but that wasn't it.
That's different. Yeah.
That wasn't it.
He just didn't get the clue.
Yeah, so I hope he watched the show so he know now he wrong.
He probably don't. He ain't gonna listen if he do.
He probably ain't gonna listen.
He didn't listen. He didn't listen when he was talking to her. You think gonna listen to us?
People listen to me. I don't know what the fuck they be doing when you talk about. They hear my voice. They listen. Niggas chime in.
Mm-hmm.
She's taking the spot of sugar. Oh, sugar. Thug life.
All right.
Faux life, nigga.
What are some positive ways men and women can support and empower each other?
Listening to understand rather than listening to a response. I definitely think that's
I agree with that.
You see?
Also,
communicating efficiently.
Like all your answers today.
actually,
thank you.
Oh, shit.
I knew you had it in you. I like all your answers today.
I feel like standing up for one another.
That's it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Talk your shit, Kevin.
Because, like, that has me thinking, I'm like, I'm not trying to say anything about your friend, but I'm like, that's not standing up for you in that regard, where it's like, you got away with it. It's like, hey, that fool was an asshole. You didn't have to deal with that. Like, should have been like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We got to do more of that type of shit. And, like, stand up for one another. Like,
Yeah.
that's just,
No.
there's a lot of standing by. Like, that's just the facts.
Yeah, but outside of standing up too, I definitely think communication is the biggest thing. Like, communication runs the floor for everything. Because if you for you guys who have significant others, you don't want to go to bed upset with your significant other. God gives you a new day, and then you're taking old shit from yesterday into today.
That's a lot.
And that's the biggest thing. I'm not going to even speak on that. But
What?
I'm just saying.
I've been ready to two-piece my significant other for about a week.
No, when they're like, don't ever go
But
to
at
sleep
least you're
angry. I'm
honest
like,
about it.
I try not to.
You try,
I try not to.
You honest
try
about
not.
it.
He know.
But it happens.
He definitely knows.
It happens.
Can you repeat the
Yeah,
question?
it definitely happens.
Can you repeat
How
the
could-
question?
How could we?
What are some positive ways men and women can support and empower each other?
You don't play about each other.
Yes, the way you don't play about your wife is
Don't play.
unfucking matched.
I go to war with anybody.
God, if
About
you
my
had
wife.
to.
What's up, Hunter?
But I mean, with
Don't be doing no shit.
I mean, and as you should.
even know
I just
letters.
mean, I feel like we need to do that outside of just
I call
our
it like I see
significant
it.
others. You know what I mean?
Outside of what?
Our significant others. Like we gotta.
I don't play about my friends either.
Yeah.
Neither do
Like we
I.
gotta.
Like they
Neither.
know. Like they say
Yeah.
something bad about McFly. Oh, I'm gonna tell him. And when he come back, I'm like, yeah, it was that nigga right there. He said it. Say that shit again. Now they hear. Say it now. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That's
Yeah.
it. Like I feel like in the dynamic of it is like you got to be, if you're friends or are you in a relationship, you got to be 10 toe down whether they in the room or not.
Absolutely.
Right? If your behavior changes off of proximity, you're not a real friend.
What about strangers?
I don't give a fuck about strangers, nigga.
That's where a problem is.
I mean, I give about general health, but I'm not
I'm
finna
just saying.
step in two niggas fighting.
What do you
I'm talking
elaborate?
about women.
But elaborate
Oh no, I ain't
on
gonna let nobody
strangers.
disrespect no women in front of me.
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
No, I
and
ain't
that
doing
shit
that.
happens. Where niggas would just stand on the side and just let
not in
another
front of
nigga
you.
just
I'm
scream
so
some
glad you
foul
said
shit.
that. Did you see the story of the woman that got beaten, kicked with a steel toe boot this week, and
No.
all the men that were
Oh no, that ain't cool. No.
they watched
Yeah,
her
that's what I mean.
get
It's
kicked.
like that type
No.
of shit is crazy to me.
She was working at a store, and the gentleman that came in to get some ice or something, and she couldn't find the key, so he started to verbally attack her. She told him, "Hold on, like I'm not gonna let
Yeah.
you talk to me like that." He then slugged her, and she tried to fight him back. He kicked her on the ground, and then started to kick her with his steel toe boot. Everybody watched. There were men there watching this man
Yeah,
kick
that's
her
craziness.
with his damn boot.
That's craziness.
No, see, yeah, that wouldn't happen to me.
That's insane.
It is.
But that's how we know that chivalry is dead, and that's why she had to be aggressive when the man was speaking to her, because there was a man at the table with her that didn't even say, "Hold on, brother, she already told you no."
Yeah, you gonna have to fight me. You ain't gonna fight her.
Like, you're not finna get aggressive with her. She's already told you no. You can
See,
exit the table.
in your situation, I would have played like I would like put my arm around you or something.
yes, I
Yeah.
think
Like, hey, bro, I'm right here.
She
type
already
shit.
told
Or
you.
just lie, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm put the front
Yeah.
on, like, I'm right here. You're not gonna disrespect me. And then when he walk away, you know, like next time I'll just, cause like, yeah, I've had that happen before. Like when in college, like, hey man, like she said no.
Yeah.
Like there's 50 other girls out there. Go find somebody else. Like,
right.
she said no.
Hey, when that happened though, I was always drunk and be like, I wish this nigga would try to fight me. I'm ready. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
Because I've had that in college. It happened a lot. I had
Yeah.
friends ask me, "Can you just go with me here? Because I don't want to go by myself." And I was like, "I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. I'll go down here real quick."
Yeah, I saw a clip of some lady in Pasadena just walking, just started getting followed by some dude, and like luckily there was just some stranger on the street, and was like, "Hey, you looking for so and so? All right, yeah, so he's over here." And like he was like, "Hey, what the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
And it's like that needs to happen instead of standing by.
Yep.
That's the scary shit.
I think we live in a day and age where people just don't understand. They don't understand consequences like we used to. Because back in the, when we were growing up, nigga, consequences was right then.
You got your ass whooped.
It wasn't a
Yeah.
couple days later. It was right
Immediate.
then. You
Yeah.
learned right then.
You gonna learn today.
You're just
You picked the
Triggered.
right one.
triggered a memory recently. I was on the phone with you. The female UPS driver where the guy was trying to holler at her, and I recognized what was happening, so I stayed
Yeah.
and just waited until she was done so she could leave, and
He was pressing hard too.
he was pressing hard.
Really?
He was pressing
Yeah.
Was
hard.
he another driver? Or
He was a driver for a different company, and when I went in to use the restroom, and when I came back, I was like, he's watching her as she's loading up her truck, and I was like,
Creep shit.
all right, let me just wait. So I waited around and I just chopped it up with him until she was done because I realized what was happening. But that made me think about that, like just standing up. It was a combination of us both being UPS employees, but also in recognizing the situation was he was trying hard to get something to pop off, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna leave her in that situation. So.
But again, you're a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Because people don't do that. Most people would have just bounced and let her fend for herself.
Yeah, I could see it. She felt uncomfortable, and it was just But we do have
You
to.
can tell when a woman uncomfortable. They get that fake grin, and the body composure is all off, and you can tell.
So it is important to be there for each other, regardless of if you know them or not. Like if you see somebody in a tough spot or in a situation they don't need to be in, speak up.
Definitely agree.
So the next one is how do societal pressures and stereotypes affect both men and women negatively?
Stereotypes affect men and women daily because there's a stigma attached to being black. There's a stigma attached to being Hispanic. There's a stigma attached for everything because unfortunately in every race category, you have people who make their significant race look bad. Like I'll give you a prime example. Coming in here just right now before I turned onto this street, there was a black lady and a black dude. Dude had his fucking ass hanging out. This bitch had her weave half the side of her head. And again, I'm not knocking anybody who smokes weed. Yeah. But you look trashy and you're attaching a stigma to the African American culture. And so that's my whole thing. You look shitty.
Where was this? Was this
Right around the corner. Right around the corner.
All right.
And
Go
it
make
was
a phone
just,
call.
I'm
They bringing down
walking.
a property value.
Yep, HOA.
Get the HOA.
Well, and I mean,
Whose house
she,
is that?
her ass was sitting on top of like a utility box.
Oh, hell.
And
They
like
don't
I
live
s-
over here.
Well, and she literally was in a ripped shirt
man.
and everything else. But I'm just saying, pulling up when
Yeah.
you're talking about the stigmas that are attached, you get an idea of what a person can be. And unfortunately, people subconsciously and unconsciously say, well, I'm seeing these fools look like that, so you're like that because
Yeah.
you're black. You're like that because you're black. And it turns into something else.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Mark.
Two things. You said utility box that made me think about my childhood. Meet up there too. That's where all the bikes would be at. If they hang out.
I'm not.
Okay.
And then on the side of
I didn't
that,
think
the flip side of that is that I get tired all the time being like, oh, you're the good black, or you're not like the other blacks. Like the flip side of that, like because I'm not I guess ratchet or ghetto or
Because you're educated.
because
you speak a certain way.
you know, because I have a certain level of education, and like I said all the time, my wife, my wife has 2 degrees. She shouldn't be with me, but she gets it all the time too. Like you guys are so well spoken. Even my daughter, she's so well spoken. It's like, yeah, but like, we still black. Like we still do black. Because I do. I like doing nigga shit. I like doing.
Every time.
I like doing. I'm where the spades, where the dominoes. Let's cut this grill on. Let's cut on some maize. I like doing nigga shit. But I get discounted all the time because like, okay, because I'm not black because I've made better life choices than the average black. Like it's weird to me.
You do old nigga shit.
Yeah.
That's old nigga shit.
I like it. That's what I was raised on, Kevin. That's what I was raised on.
But the other thing too, and this isn't race related, I get judged all the time because I have fucking body full of tattoos. So
Ain't nothing
people
wrong with that.
but people automatically don't think I'm educated. They don't think I work. They think I'm just spending all my life savings on getting body work done and that I'm just this uneducated Hispanic or whatever the fuck they think I am. And so when I do speak, like I have some fucking common sense. And when I am able to project and say certain stuff, that's when people are like, oh shit. So it's unfortunate that race, tattoos, a bunch of different things can deviate people's perception of what a person can really be.
That's why you gotta just dress like me.
Not with them cowboy boots,
No.
baby.
I got
Not them cowboy
Same
boots.
shit.
Yeah,
Boots.
hey,
I'm
look,
not wearing that shit.
guess what? They don't know what the fuck's coming. They're like, no idea.
Yeah, them boots, baby.
I don't know what he's about to sound like, about to say.
No.
When I pulled up, I said, "What is this fucking
Look at
shirt
those
Kevin
cow-
got on?"
yeah, yeah.
And then I saw Val's
cowboy
face,
boots.
and I
Shit
said, "Okay."
kick.
I said,
In
okay.
keeping with the theme that we're because we're kind of talking about relationships, I think stereotypes and how relationships are supposed to be cause a lot of women to pour into men in the beginning to prove themselves, to prove that they're worthy of that man picking them, and we never ask those men to prove themselves to us. It happens. So
Hey, and men be lying.
Great.
it happens.
Be lying
Men do
their
lie.
ass off.
They definitely send a representative. They
Go ahead
send
and skip
whoever
this
fuck they send
bill.
into a job interview. That's who they send in to meet the women in the relationships. But we are cooking, we're cleaning, we're being there. We're trying to be supportive. We're trying to show you that it's okay to pick me.
Oh, you doing that
And we're
off
not
top?
asking. Hell yeah, not me, but a lot of women are. Not me, but a lot of women are. However,
Killed me the way she corrected your ass real quick. Not me, but
okay, I said in the beginning, some women. I didn't say my black ass. I said some women be doing this. I'm just letting you know.
You said we, so I was like, dang, there's you.
But I'm not I, nigga. Not I. But I mean, but you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Women a lot of times pour into a man because we're trying to show you that we can be as many damn things on that stereotypical list as we can, so you can pick us, and we're not asking for you to prove yourself to us.
That part.
That's also a big issue.
It is.
And I think
That's why relationships be fucked up.
There's also the common misconception that we're people actually feed into the negative stereotypes and they act like that's supposed to be present. Like the people that say you have to deal with them, or even then the racial stereotypes where a lot of our common brother and sisters are constantly feeding into the stereotype of being the hood person or the loud person or the person that's late and actually acting like we're supposed to be that way, as opposed to understanding that that's a choice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I see it a lot, and I look and I'm like, yo, we don't have to play into that shit. So
Yeah, I agree.
I also think it just takes a certain level of maturity to look past the physical, to get to know someone.
Yeah.
Because I understand that the physical attraction is what's gonna kindle the response, but you need to vet the emotional and mental side of the person before you deep dive in. So I agree with that. You shouldn't be doing that shit to have an understanding of what that person. Because a lot of times people just ain't healed, and they out here carrying baggage from 3-4 relationships ago, and they expect you to move the way the rest of the chicks or rest of the dudes they've been with move.
Yep.
And that can't be the case.
They're trying to use the next relationship to heal.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you can't do that.
But my favorite though is now, because I just turned 40 on the 13th.
You look good, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. But the big thing is when I meet men, they go, "Why are you single? Like, you work, you are a homeowner, you have a car, you this, all that shit." I'm single because I don't want to deal with bullshit. I'm single because I don't want to settle and say I'm with somebody and I'm not really happy. Because so many men, women, couples, married couples are unhappy. And they are just staying in it to say, I have somebody. And a lot of people do not understand that. I will not settle. Do I want to be in a relationship? Would I like to ever be married again? Absolutely. To the right person. Because you can't undo what you've already started. Yeah, you can get divorced and do all that. I've been down that. I moved and shake. I got divorced back in 2020. But the simple fact of the matter is I am not going to repeat history and keep getting into something that does not satisfy me. And you made a valid point. You guys both did. If you're not there to emotionally support me, mentally support me, physically, I don't even want to fuck with you. I'm not fucking you because you look good. That shit fades over time. It doesn't even matter. It really, really doesn't. If I'm down and having a fucked up day because fucking Tina up the street called me a bitch and I'm dealing with it, I need my man to be like, babe, it's okay. And not just sit there and look at me and be like, go beat her ass. No.
But that goes back to another stereotype for women because they expect for us to have a husband at a certain age, children at a certain age. I get asked constantly, oh, well, why don't you have kids? Well, don't you want kids? Well, your biological clock is blah, blah, blah. Like,
That shit pissed me off.
that shit pisses me off so
that happens with dudes
bad.
Dude, so you trigger me. So
I'm sorry.
You know how long me and my wife been together?
How long?
So it'd be 23 years this year.
How old are you? 12?
No.
But that's about how long they've been together,
We've
girls.
been
A
together.
beautiful love story. If you're able to go back and look at not the one with Hunter.
Why not?
That's the one, baby.
So-
Don't scare her.
Cliff notes.
We like her here.
Cliff notes. We met in middle school. We started dating in high school, and we've been together ever since.
Look at that.
So after we both graduated, we were in college, and they were like, "Okay, you guys, when the kids coming?" I'm like, we going to school. What are you talking about, kids?
Right.
Then she finished the school. When the kids coming?
Right.
Can we live?
Right.
You
Enjoy
know?
each other.
So it's like, and every time we come out, when y'all, I guess we gonna die if y'all have kids. Well, if you do, you do.
I get that a lot too.
If you die, you die. That means you wasn't meant to meet her. That's all. Or him, whoever the case may be. And even now, like, I think Phoenix was even 3 months. Y'all going back to back? Y'all have another kid? You gonna help pay for the first one we got?
And it puts pressure on the woman because, to be honest with you, I mean, everybody knows that I have fertility issues, but I sometimes think I probably wouldn't be so pressed to want children if it wasn't so pressed upon me. Or if I'm kind of like one of those people that kind of like, you can't tell me I can't do something, so if I'm told I can't do something, then I'm gonna try hard as hell to do it. So that's part of the problem. But when people press the shit out of me about it, like
Tamara Hall had a baby at 50.
who the hell is that?
She's a news anchor.
Did she?
Yeah, she had a baby at 50. She had her first baby at 50.
Wow.
So your time is your time. But it angers me because that is a societal pressure.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's sensitive, and you really don't know the situation as to why someone doesn't have kids.
Kevin?
You're killing me, Kevin.
I'm sorry.
You over there like 50.
And I mean, also
talking
Kevin,
to
Who
himself.
finna watch that?
I mean, also Kevin, she's a millionaire, so she has a nanny.
Yeah, she got a
That
nanny.
part.
She got a cook. She able to.
She can get that snapback paid for.
But she ain't had
Period.
to have, hey, mommy, what's this? Hey, mommy, so why does this do this? She's going to be 60 when this going
When
on.
that child's 10.
Do you know how many how many drawings I had to accept yesterday, and this is great. Thank
But
you.
that comes that's a sign of people. We always want the things that we don't have, because I would love to hear somebody call me mommy 100 times in a day and draw
You
me
say that
100.
now.
No, I'm
Fair. I mean,
serious
that's fair,
because
that's
I have a
fair.
stepson. Y'all know that I enjoy when he does, those. I mean, I don't let him call me mom because his mom kind of crazy, so we not going. So, but he tries, and I do accept all his pictures all day and his hugs and his love, and I would love to have that on a regular basis with my own child. And I think because it took so long to get to that point, I might have a different sentiment about it than other people who had their children younger.
I'm terrified of having another kid.
How many
Really?
kids do you have?
One.
And you're such a good dad.
I'm terrified.
And a good husband.
I can't afford it.
But you want to know something that's attached to that, though, is there's a flip side. People give you shit because you don't have children and want to know why. But then I have motherfuckers ask me, you have one kid. Are you going to have any more? Fuck no. And I'm realistic about it. She's 12. I'm 40. No, thank you. But again, that's my take.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking anybody who's 30, 40, whatever, 50 and having babies.
Yeah.
But
I'm
that's
not
just
knocking-
not
I'm not
for
knocking.
me.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. I don't want all them motherfucking kids in my house because really, I
No.
always say, like, if I do have children, it's got to be like one or two because I don't want all them niggas living with me.
That part.
You want to
I
know?
don't. I don't
Sorry.
want to.
When you have kids, you can't have nothing.
Coming,
I want
That
to.
is-
They take
yeah.
they take all your stuff. It's not.
They
They
take
don't
your
tell.
soul.
They don't.
They take your food.
You can't even. I couldn't even have fun.
I have to hide all my
Shut your
valuable
ass up.
shit.
That
Your
part.
ass up.
I can't have fun.
And
You
I'm
just
gonna
was
tell
talking
you,
about $40
no.
on Southwest, nigga.
Right, and bending over on balconies. But my
That's because I'm dropping off
daughter,
with grandma once a year.
you open a bag of chips, that bitch will be around the corner. What you eating? What you doing? Can I have some? No, bitch. Go to your room. No.
You can't keep
I'm-
food in your house to save your life.
This snack is for me. I shared my body with you. Can you go? Can you go?
You
I
know
hide all my valuable shit.
what I thought about?
You
This
said that like
laptop
3
does
times.
not go in the house for most days
Really?
because I'm a
Yeah,
fear
ain't no
that
problem. Yeah.
when I come
I know.
home it might not.
Be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think, Kev?
I was saying from a man's perspective, I was thinking about that. We're talking. A lot of times we have to deal with because I got 3 girls. No, you're not gonna try again for a boy. And
I get that too.
No, nigga, I'm done. Done. Like I don't need a boy to feel satisfied.
Hey, look
Like,
at
that's,
my brother.
That's the craziest part.
My oldest brother, he got like
17
9 kids.
Oh.
And so that the name lives on with him. My second brother, he has a junior, so the name lives there. We're good. No, we're good. My father's last name will carry on. I don't know why he didn't raise none of us, but you know what's up.
I was gonna say when I had my daughter, there was like gonna try for a boy, and then when I got that boy, lucky motherfucker. God damn.
Damn. Can't win for losing. Shit.
Won the lottery.
Like I don't get it. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is there having a boy privilege?
Yeah,
I was like,
it's weird
You got 2 of them.
Because I got that lucky motherfucker. I said, damn, it wasn't like I was.
because everybody who said that was like,
Was she facing south that night?
What? No, I don't.
This nigga is so
Lord.
goddamn ignorant. You see what I'm saying when I say he's smart and ignorant?
Why
It's like he
still?
cool, but then he
That's-
just hits you with the ignorant shit.
that's because
You
he's
see what I'm
that's
saying?
traditional. He's
You see?
traditional.
You don't remember that from How I
And
Met
this is
Your
what I
Mother?
go through.
I
Just
feel
having
for you.
lemons
Every
and
week.
shit.
Some stupid. Was she facing south? No, she was facing north.
That was a show reference that we both watched. He got it.
You still sound ignorant
yeah.
Oh, it's so funny to me.
every week.
Thank you.
Every week. Oh.
I don't mind being called ignorant.
Because you like, you are smart
what's
and you
the
have a
range?
lot of good points, but
I'm
you're
ignorant.
still an ignorant ass
I'm
nigga.
ignorant. I like being ignorant.
We see you
For sure.
practicing it somewhere because you come here with all of it.
What advice would you give? Hold on. All right. What advice would you give young people about navigating relationships between genders?
Go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
And you ain't got
My-
to give cookies up just because he like you.
I feel like
Facts.
Why you?
I feel like I want the youth to go with their own certain amount of self-love
yes,
and not seeking validation from that
others.
relationship.
that's exactly what I was saying.
Facts.
Why did you? What
That's
was
exactly what I was
it?
thinking.
What was it about?
I'm waiting for everybody to finish before it. You said that you don't have to give up the cookies.
Just because he
and-
like you.
Yeah. well,
Facts.
okay, but I mean, what stipulates giving up the cookies if you want to?
I mean, if you want to, that's fine. But don't do it just because. Don't do it for him.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No,
That's what I'm saying.
not for him.
Yeah, it all comes to self love.
Yeah.
So what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
You said it's all about self-love.
You can't really fully love somebody until you love you.
Okay, I didn't know what correlation you were
I'm
making.
not talking about. Never mind.
See, my mind takes self-love elsewhere.
You talking about the rose and shit? Like I'm not talking about
the backpack, huh?
No, man, the backpack. What?
Backpack.
There's backpack.
Oh Lord. Hey, we almost out of questions.
Well, here's an interesting question: is it not okay to sleep with a person on the first date?
It's up to you.
Hey,
that's if that's who you are. If that's what you want,
that's who you are.
If that's the time, some people say they could never do that. Some people feel like they have to have a connection, like a deeper emotional connection.
I mean, that is a deep connection if he's inside of you.
Right.
If he the right man, it's a
sometimes.
deep connection. You know.
I said, that's why I said emotional. I didn't say. If that's what you, as long as it's what you wanted and you wasn't pressured into it, that's your life.
But do men view women as hoes if they sleep with them on the first night?
Some will.
I think it depends on the person.
Do you view women as hoes if they sleep?
It depends on the situation.
Such as,
like if I never knew you, and I just met you for the first time, and it is tonight,
And you barely had a conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a little too easy.
But you gave your dick up, so are you not easy as well?
correct.
I'm easy.
Fuck, I'm telling you.
He's easy like Sunday morning.
Listen.
Wow. I'll play Lionel while I'm in there too.
But see, I think that's the crazy part because, like I've
shitty.
said, I'm in the dating game, and I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie. I fucked somebody on the first date, and it's gone fabulous. So,
But I also think I also think it's probably different as you get older.
well, because I don't give a fuck, and I hate to say this, but part of the reason I don't care about that rule is because if their dick game is so awful, I'm not going out with you again because I know what to look forward to.
Never.
Are you vetting?
Never going out with you.
No,
again.
it's being a G
Okay.
Yeah.
and knowing what you want.
No, that's the same thing.
And plus, we right here at 40. We not going to be training nobody
Right.
how to fuck us right. Period, point blank. If you can't do it already, nigga, the date's done. We done.
I mean,
And you don't get a call back. Sorry.
I'm not.
I really like her.
I'm not buying.
I really like her.
You not buying what?
That's from y'all, but
Wait, you ain't buying what?
That's from y'all. There's too many teachers out here fucking high school boys for me.
That has not look.
for me to believe that shit.
Stroke
game ain't good at 13.
It's quick. It's quick. He can't control that motherfucker at all.
Sorry, we shouldn't be laughing.
Fire
at this.
hydrant.
That was wrong. We shouldn't laugh at that. That was wrong.
I would just say, to go back to the question, I also say you have to know yourself.
Yeah.
And I would say for boys or men in general, you have to understand the importance of your seed and where you lay it, because if you want to be bonded with this person you're gonna be bonded with this person for life, whether you like her or not. At the end of the day,
You should.
So you have to be really mindful. I think that's one thing that are not taught. Like we teach women all the time, our little girls all the time, like, be careful who you select, right? But as boys, we like, man, just get you some pussy. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them to be mindful of where they stick it, because there's life consequences that go with that, and you have to actually, you have your seed has value, just like the young lady's flowers has value. So you got to make sure that when you do the deed, it is with a situation in which it's not one of just lust, but maybe something where it's more coming from a desire from both ends, with somewhat of a connection to grow into something even more beautiful.
Some people, we got to teach the value of life.
Yeah.
Because some people just don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm busting everywhere. I ain't gonna see that kid.
That is not cracking.
That shit happens. It's pretty shitty. Pretty shitty. I was actually talking to a young kid in New Orleans. And I saw him every night in front of the bar. That's my homie. But, at the end of it, he was telling me he has a baby.
You didn't get his name, did you?
He told me, but I was drunk
Little
every
homie.
night. It's a little homie, yeah. Little afro. He's cool.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you could tell he was conflicted about having a baby. But it was a good confliction where he was just like, man, I got to get the fuck up out these streets. He's like, I didn't know you had kids. And I'm like, yeah, dog, it's like, that shit should change you. You should be nervous. That's some type of shit that you should take serious, and that's a blessing you got coming. So it's happy to hear that you are actually thinking of not doing the same shit you've been doing, because a lot of motherfuckers at your age don't do that now. So that was kind of like a breath of fresh air, and we need more people to actually value life as opposed to just busting everywhere.
Yeah, because I know when she told me, I was scared shitless.
Yeah,
Really?
that's terrifying. Like
terrified.
I got a lot of shit to deal with right now.
I was terrified because now I'm responsible for the upbringing of this person, and I want to make sure that she has the best opportunity possible. And now I know that everything I do, I literally had to change the way I move, right? Because now I can't go to work and cuss everybody out because now I can figure out how to
You
feed
have
myself.
to have a job too.
I can figure out how to feed myself, but now I got to make sure I can feed.
Her.
So it's like it was different.
No, but even carrying because my pregnancy with my daughter was awful. Like I had amniotic fluid leaking, I had preeclampsia, like name it, the bitch gave it to me, and it was crazy because once she came out, it was like, holy shit, I literally have to make sure you're good for the rest of your life. And again, I don't want people viewing and everything thinking like I'm derogatory calling my daughter a bitch. She's an asshole sometimes. She is. But it's just like, you are not lying about that. When they come out, it's nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah, whole new view.
Yeah.
Should be.
Shit gets real, and then
You ain't
you're
lying.
thinking about a whole life that's irresponsible.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get out the hood. Shit, I was comfortable, man. Before my daughter, my rent was $725. I was living good. I was making great money paying. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. If
I was paying all my bills with one
Where
check.
was
That's
you
how
at?
good we was living.
Where were you living?
Where
for
were
seven-
you at?
725. Were you in Wisconsin?
$725.
You
Nah,
in
I was in San Bernardino.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
you was
why. Because you were fighting for your virginity every night
You-
to make sure your shit was there when you got up.
living,
No, it was there.
living good was relative.
Roaches.
Relative.
That part.
We was living. Hey, we ate out all the time, so we didn't care about that.
You didn't care about the damn roaches because you was outside.
We was outside. We was at work,
Hey,
and we. What you want to eat tonight, baby?
I'll take roaches over hollow points any day.
I don't want neither.
But like to your point, it's a different drive. Like we went out, we bought the house, and
Yeah.
got her a yard and a space. You know what I'm saying? So she can have these things that, that I felt like every kid should have. Like and we wanted her to be comfortable, and my gosh, she is overly comfortable.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
she
the
don't
hard part.
she don't wear clothes in the
I
house.
fucked that up.
This is ridiculous.
At all?
I feel like I fucked that up.
Oh,
Too spoiled.
like I have to I literally have to tell her constantly. You need we got people coming over. Put some clothes on, girl.
Yeah. You ain't alone.
Like, what are you doing?
I told you, Graceland peed in an Easter basket.
Okay,
Like-
she had to go. Okay?
Wait, what?
It's
Why?
fucking July.
She had to go.
This happened this last night. She came to me and she was like, "Dad, guess what?" I said, "What, baby?" "I got panties on." I said, "Why is this something to tell me?" Like, cause she's like, "I know you normally don't have them on, cause she just don't like wearing clothes." But now you don't have to come announce to me that you're wearing panties, baby. I'm happy for you. I said, "That's good. I love that for you. I'm happy you have your panties on."
That shit is too much.
I'm happy. Like,
They was in the pool with all the kids the other day. And then I looked at her and I was like, Kendall, you can't swim in your panties.
She said they look the same at the bottom of the
Everybody.
gown.
that's the thing. I say it all the time. When I look at her, I'm like, when I look at her, I feel like I'm doing okay because I just when I see how happy she is and how just free she is, I'm like, I'm doing okay. And she bougie.
I'm bougie too. I can't say shit.
Yeah, she bougie.
That's the hard part.
I asked her we can we go to pho?
You say that frequently.
That's her favorite.
That's her favorite spot. And if I say no, we can't do pho. Well, can we at least go to somewhere we can sit down? I said, what happened to
Yeah, at
Chick-fil-A?
the kitchen table.
Bro,
Grilled cheese.
I was almost mad when we opened the door to our hotel room in the creek and it was like, so this ain't that big. And I was like, if only you knew.
I'm telling you, them damn kids, man.
Dang.
Where do I sleep?
She told me she said I need 2 backpacks because I need one for school and I need one for my other stuff. I said, what else stuff? Like my practice bag. I said, but you have practice bag. I need new ones. I said, ain't nothing wrong with the ones you got. They from last year.
Okay, upgrader.
That part.
Yeah, she
Raise him to
upgrade.
be though.
Wow.
I couldn't.
Raise him to be that way. Don't take no
So
shit.
can I ask a question? Or it's not on topic. I just want to make sure it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. I want to hear everybody's opinion. In society, because you were talking about thickness and everything else and scrutiny and stuff behind it, do you prefer a thick man or do you prefer a skinny man? Do you prefer a woman that's curvaceous and thick or do you prefer a woman that is thin? Let her go first, please. Because we have...
I don't prefer a man based off of his physical, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It really has to be like,
the vibe.
the vibe has to be there. My husband, however, is very skinny and looks, he is skinny and looks very
We didn't say nothing. But we was here last
But
time.
he
You was here
is-
we recorded last time you was here? Don't do it. Okay.
Let her finish the
We
question.
can,
Avoid it.
No, she's let her go.
No, just avoid it. Just.
what I say last time.
She ain't got no. She just men. As long as
you,
they got connection.
Vitamin C deficiency or
D. It's D.
D?
Yeah. D.
Is it D?
If the vibe is there, okay?
There we
Wasn't
go.
your
There we go.
If the vibe is there,
I mean, the episode was
I
named
don't-
after
Can we
I
have
me.
some
don't
milk in
typically-
there?
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm gonna buy
typically
2
like
gallons soon.
men
Yeah.
based off their physical.
Okay.
You need some milk?
No, nigga.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Because she was
So it's-
hot,
It's a vibe thing.
sweating.
It's not a physical thing.
That's not a film.
You don't have a preference in
I'm just making
dead
sure.
bods or skinny dudes.
I don't have a preference in that.
Okay, I'm just trying to navigate that.
You gotta watch the last episode.
I'm for sure. I'm gonna have to rewatch that so I can see what you're talking about. So no, and I'm kind of like where you're at. Like vibe is important, and don't get me wrong. You make a valid point though too. I have to be physically attracted to you, and I'm not saying that that's the only thing that I look at. But I know for me, I can't weigh more than who I'm with, preferably, and not because I need to be lifted up and do all that stuff. Not saying that's not fun, but yeah, just no.
What about taller?
So you talking like 6 feeters and stuff?
You date someone 5'2"?
I mean, I'd rather not. That's like borderline midget, and I know
I'm scared of midgets.
Oh, my wife is 5'2".
that's acceptable for a woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Hold on, she's gonna
Wow.
be mad. 5'2.5".
Don't
give
do-
you gotta.
hey.
You gotta.
Hey,
give her-
You're a great husband.
Put all our points on there. I heard that.
Right.
She's gonna be mad. 5'2.5".
But
She
that's
was saying that, I'm like,
acceptable
get out
for a woman. Like, I'm not looking down at my
Wow.
dude talking about like,
That's
hey,
fucked up. There's a lot of short dudes out there. Good men.
A lot of short kings.
that's not my problem.
It's a lot of short women.
Short
too.
kings.
Get you a short
There
women.
are.
Get your little meat. Get
I
your little-
did.
get your little meat.
With a little dump.
He did.
You did. You got your
Little
little. She got a sister shape
I
too.
think it made her
baby.
this
that,
tall.
that girl got a sister shape.
Put a hump in your back. Yeah.
McFly.
I always like curves.
Curves.
It's not
Yeah.
hitting. Curves.
I would just say that the curves are what's gonna attract me, but your personality matters to me.
For sure.
Facts.
That's all. I'm
Because-
talking about off top, though.
But
Yeah, if we're going off, yeah.
Because you ain't. Some people might
mean,
be
you talking about
beautiful,
all-
and then they talk and you go,
if you talking about off top, I mean, I can find a reason to like somebody.
he's like, hey, your toes is.
I'm not.
Because we all know Miss Aiko ain't the thickest,
Hey,
but she got me in the choco.
that's some shit.
Boy, does she ever.
She got me in the choco, and she's not my. I prefer curvier, bustier women. That's my
That's your
thing.
preference.
That's my preference. But every now and then, a little stick come in here. But I'm like, okay, I see you over there. I see what you got going on over there. Because Janae got me in the choco.
You hate on Big Sean hard.
Fuck Big Sean.
Fucked up. He a daddy, man. Like,
I don't give a fuck about that
give
nigga.
him some grace.
That nigga, he went.
I mean, he's had a hard year. Every
he's-
time he
he's-
tries to,
I don't care about
every
that.
time
He's
he tries to
winning
do
at life.
something,
He has Janae.
every time he tries to do something, Kendrick shits on him.
He's
okay?
winning at life. He has Janae.
No, that's
Okay,
Drake.
Kendrick has shitted on him every time he's
Nigga should rap better.
That part.
So this has been episode 157 of the Heavyweight.
Hey, you are. I answered with it.
You didn't hear put a hump in your
Yeah, you.
Oh, he did say that.
He got the curvy.
But yeah, this has been episode 157 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Again, I am your antisocial host, Stutter McFly. Back again with our special guest, that lady, because they ain't here, and these two guys.
You know me, staying out the way.
It's still funny. It's more lethal.
Long Live Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter's he's here.
He's here.
He's here.
He's here.
He's with they right now.
Yeah.
He's with who?
They.
Them.
Them
They.
niggas over there?
Those.
Them. We haven't figured it out.
We don't know
still
who
trying
they.
to
We
figure it
don't
out.
know who they are. But
He
he's.
keeps saying they.
But
so we're trying to.
You guys did bring the spirit of Hunter with your openings.
I love Hunter.
Oh, great. Good week. We miss you, Hunter.
And they call me Des the Diva, and it's the same they that was calling Hunter Hunter.
All right, so you rock with they instead of that. That's cool.
Them downstairs.
So, till next time, like, subscribe, share, comment. We love you. Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.